Hey everyone, this is Anna Woods, the founder of sheStrength. I wanted to come to you guys today and talk to you a little bit about home gyms, garage gyms, and in my case, barn gym, being a busy mom and trying to get workouts in.
As you lift, row, swing and sweat in the confines of your garage, your inner strength grows.
Muscle mass increases and fat reduces, but the reality of the workout serves yet another purpose. It helps you build external confidence that cannot be brought.
It gives you courage to be who you want, to wear what you want, when you want. This confidence is Garage Built.
Garage Built is a motivating factor for me in the gym. It's with me in every kettlebell swing, every weight I lift, every meter I row. Garage Built is the armor I wear to survive the reality of everyday life.
I think I work with a lot of women. The majority of the clients that I train with through my app, that I train with in my barn, or I train with in my other offices that I work out of on nutrition, fitness, mindset, any realm of motherhood, the same resounding issues revolve. And I think just in my field, I address it the most related to fitness and self-care and self-love. And those three things that I think I deal with the most with moms are finding time to work out for themselves, the guilt of making time to work out for themselves, and making themselves a priority within that. As women and as moms especially, we're naturally givers, and we want to serve others, and we want to nurture, and we want to put everyone ahead of ourselves. Which is great to an extent because that's naturally how we are and how we should be. That's the sacrifice we make as being moms. But within that, we tend to take it too far. There's such a fine line between giving of ourselves enough to where we're still taking care of ourselves in the best way we can so we can best serve others, and blurring those lines to where we give so much of ourselves we're serving others from an empty cup, and that can only last so long before we hit our mental breakdown and exhaustion. And so there's a couple of things that I talk to women about very specifically when we get started. And a lot of my app and the work that I do revolves around the idea that I'm enough. And so the first thing I coach my women on is first thing in the morning when you get up, don't start weighing yourself against all the things you're not going to get done today. Because we automatically discount our abilities, discount our worth. And we start the day in the dark, in our bed, in our mind already, believing that we're not enough to get it done. And we've set the tone for the whole day of failure. So the first thing that I tell my gals in the morning is go through your list of things. That's naturally what's going to happen. But then in your mind say, I am not defined by this list. What I get done today, I get done. And no matter what, I'm enough because this is my job. This is my role. This is the gift that God gave me. These are the children God gave me. This is the job God gave me. I'm here to do something about it. And I know He put me in this place because I'm enough to do it. So that's the first thing is don't start your day out discounting yourself. Start your day out realizing your worth is not based on what you get done today. The second thing that I do is I give women permission to themselves. I say, you know what? This was life-changing for me and I want to do the same for you. I'm giving you permission to take time for yourself this week. Let's start out with 3 days, 20 minutes a day. And you make that time yours. You can do whatever you want during that time. Obviously, I'm going to encourage you to exercise, get some form of activity because it's so great for our emotional needs and our physical needs, but I'm giving yourself permission to you, and I'm giving you permission guilt-free. I'm telling you that if I give you permission to this, you're going to come out a better mom, wife, employee, person, whatever it might be your role is. You're going to be better if you do take 20 minutes for yourself guilt-free. So that's the first or second thing is I'm giving you permission. The third thing is to communicate that to those around you. I think a lot of times we start on these health journeys, but we don't want to tell anybody because if we fail, then we're the only ones that know. But what needs to happen is that you need to communicate, hey, look, I'm setting aside 20 minutes for myself, then Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week. That is my time. I'm asking you to respect that and tell those people who it's going to impact. That might be your children, that might be your spouse, that might be a roommate, that might be your employer. Whoever it might be, help them understand that this is a priority for you and you're making yourself a priority. It's just like when you get on an airplane and they tell you to put the oxygen mask on yourself first before you help others. It's the same thing when it comes to our health and our mindset and our emotional needs and our self-care is you have to take care of yourself to better help others. You can't serve from an empty cup. So communicate to those. Me personally, I actually put my exercise fitness time in the schedule that my children see. So when they get up in the morning, they get their chore list. They kind of give an rundown of what the day is. And within that, somewhere in the day, there's at 30 minutes to an hour, that is my workout time. I have established that from the very beginning. They know that's a part of my schedule. They respect that, and they have things to do during that time. So that's the other thing that I do, is I communicate that I want this time, but then I also set very clear things for them to do during that time. When they were younger, I had a box of toys that just said mommy workout time, and they only got to play with those toys, watch that DVD, play that video game, go outside and ride that particular bike or whatever during my workout time. That was it. It was very special for that time, and that worked really well. Now that they're older, I let them have TV time. I let them watch a Netflix show. I let them get on their Kindles or their iPads. There's very specific things they only get when I'm working out. And as they get older, obviously I won't need that as much, but it's just a boundary that I've set and established from day one. The other thing for me is that I had to quit doing a lot of things. I had to go through my list and realize what were my priorities, what were my goals, what were some of my dreams I had for myself, and eliminate anything that didn't fall into those 3 categories, that wasn't serving me, wasn't serving my family. I have to give you permission, and someone gave me permission to say no, because if my health is becoming an issue and I'm giving too much of my time to things that don't serve my purpose and passion, it's not going to end well. So stop before you get there. Remove the pot before it boils over. That's a tough one, but I encourage you to go through your list and figure out some things that aren't serving you or your calling, and eliminate them. Make time for you. For me, that was finding carpooling for practices. We had ball practices 4 nights a week. So 2 nights a week, another mom takes my child to practice. The other 2 nights, I take the kids. So I had to be okay with letting others help me during those times. And the last thing was surrounding myself with people who encouraged me. So like the Garage Gym Life group is amazing for those of you that work out at home. Having the encouragement and support, accountability to stick to these goals, because we always do really good for the first week, and then after that we tend to fall off the bandwagon. So having a group like my sheStrength community, we encourage each other, we check in, everybody has accountability partners they encourage each other with. A lot of them do the same workouts so they can kind of compare and empathize with each other on soreness. But find a group, find a tribe, find somebody who can help you stay on track with that. And then I think the final thing that I have related to this whole issue is just make yourself a priority. It's going to help you in the long run. It's really hard and it feels terrible at the beginning, and you have all these mental thoughts of you're failing your kids, you're failing your family, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, but you have to do it. And if it only starts out with 10 minutes, 3 days a week, by all means start there. That is something. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. It doesn't have to be an hour of cardio every day to get something done. It can be 10 minutes of a cardio circuit you get off my YouTube channel at sheStrength that you do in your living room really quick while your kids are eating lunch. So that's the last piece I think I can give you, is get rid of the all or nothing mindset. Start small. Start making changes little by little, but the first thing you need to do is give yourself permission to you. So anyway, thank you guys for joining me today. Make sure and go check out the other Garage Gym Life contributors. It's been a joy working with John, being a part of this magazine. Tons of great information. Like I said before, we have a great tribe. Enjoy being a part of it, and I'd love to see you all in there too. You can find me on social media at sheStrength by Anna Woods Fitness on Facebook, and then sheStrength on Instagram, and then email Anna at sheStrength.com.